Hey folks, Blaster Dark Ren here. New type of vid today. No cards involved. Just bought something different, and I was just wanted to go and unbox this. Power Rangers Legacy Megazord. Let's just go through it. Start. Yeah, £50 from Toys R Us, because down from 70. So it was quite good, as well as they gave me a £10 voucher for getting it. So sorry, it's there. Secret of the Power Zords, some stats about Megazord, the general story of Power Rangers, another video which looks kind of badass, and all the different forms that this thing can create just with what's in the box. So let's crack into this, shall we? Here he is. Here's Megazord, or I'll just stick to calling him Daijujin, because I've been watching Kyoryu Sentai Zyuranger. So to me, this is more Daijujin than anything else. My first thing I noticed about it is the fact that it's a lot smaller than the original 1993 Deluxe Megazord set. It's alright, really. I mean, I don't mind that. It looks decent. You notice maybe it's not exactly complete yet, because I still have these to apply, the stickers. I wanted to do this video beforehand. What I'll do is I'll do a bit of a review beforehand, pause the video, put the stickers on, then go over it again. One thing I do like though is the stickers that were already on it, these ones here and some of the others. One thing I do prefer, the reason I prefer this over the old one is the old one didn't have show accurate stickers, whereas these ones really are. These ones are as they appeared on Zyuranger and Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. The other ones are very generic and just M's, really. I didn't like that they were not accurate. I mean, yes, you could go online and buy more accurate ones, but having to spend more money for something that should have been in the first place, I didn't agree with that at all. So I mean, it's a fantastic thing though. I really do like it. But what I'll do is I'll just go over different bits as well. First of all, you'll have to forgive it, I've been up for too many hours today. So yeah, this is the little cannons. They're, it's just two little cannons like that. These are, it's a good thing that these stick in well, because if they didn't stick in well, they'd be very, very easy to get lost. So yeah, it's a good thing that they don't fall out very easily. No, I have noticed that there are a lot of bits that are harder to get out than this. You see, as I take it apart to turn into the individual Zords, the arms come out there. The pterodactyl obviously comes off, because that's a pterodactyl Zord. These bits at the side, you have to remember and unhook the tail. I forget every time. And that's that bit. As you see, Mastodon's already in bits. And the other thing we'll go into in a second, after I take the legs off, is the joints for here. You see the little pins here, different from the originals, in that these bits are just stay on the outside, as opposed to the way they hooked into the old classic toy. But yep, this goes as you'd expect. There, and then the tail goes like that. The head comes out. Once again, another thing you've got to remember is to pull the horns back, because that's another thing I've forgotten to do every time so far that I've been transforming it. And there, you can have it mouth open or mouth closed, all the way up like that. And yep, it's your generic, your Tyrannosaurus sword. Just have him like that. His head's a bit looking up at the wall, like what's up there? I wonder what's up there. Is the monster up there? Do I have to jump up there and find it? No, you don't. There's no monster up there. You don't need to worry about that. The Triceratops, pretty standard. It's nothing special about that. What's about the Triceratops? The horns are are very curved, and the gun. I'm not sure about this gun because it doesn't look right. The gun on the actual Triceratops Zord in the shows was like a 2-pronged cannon, and this is just like one solid bit. Not sure, that might be one of my only gripes about this toy. Saber Tiger, once again, this is almost identical to the original toy. Even, I think the only difference is the bit where the knee goes into for the other sword, and wow, this is stiff. The gun on this is a bit stiff. Oh, there we go. It's very, very rare that Saber Tiger used the gun, but it was used a couple of times. And then the toughest Zord to actually put together is the Mastodon, because it forms various different parts. But what you do is you take the bit that formed the shoulders and the back. Right. See, there's the bit that slots onto the back of Tyrannosaurus and folds over to form the arm sockets. You fold the two bits in, and that gives you the front legs. You take the arms, and then there you go, and you've got. Oh no! You fold that right over, and see, there you go, one leg. Now make sure that when you're doing this, you got the legs there. You can see here that one faces inside. The legs face inside, so you know which side you've always got to put them on. See, because obviously outside faces outside. Looks better that way. See, already cha-cha. See, once again, folding. Another leg on, like so. Now you've just got one headless mammoth. Oh, I'm an elephant, I've got no head, help me. You're not an elephant, you're a mammoth. Good, there we go. And there we go, one mammoth sword. Zoo mammoth. And then there's the simple pterodactyl. Now apparently, according to the instructions, the guns are supposed to go on here. But I do not ever remember the pterodactyl having any guns attached to it like that. I don't think that ever happened. So I think they're just trying to put the gun on somewhere where you won't lose it. I mean, that's an alright way, but it just looks a bit silly having them on there. It sort of loses some of its streamline. I mean, obviously, the pterodactyl was one of the least prominent parts, because all that you very rarely saw the pterodactyl or any of the other Zords apart from Tyrannosaurus on its own. So, yeah. But like I said, what we'll do is just put that back together and we can see how to do it. So obviously you tuck the head in, you take the guns off, but you don't tuck the head in because we'll do this the show way. So we'll put that to one side for now. Just take Tyrannosaurus, and we're going to have him that way, and take the tail off, and just have the tail sort of balanced off like that. Right? I'm going to take the two legs. Now I can never remember which order it goes in. Yeah, so this side, the saber tiger goes that side, and Triceratops goes on this side like so. Right? I'm going to take the mammoth off again. Oh, now the mammoth on the tank mode actually slots in on a little hole there. See, just here, there. Mammoth slots on there, and as you can see, Tyrannosaurus is currently looking up to the heavens. Like, why have you forsaken me, Lord? So yeah. And then it's like you just take these bits off again. These, as you can see, these do that. Now where did I put those two little cannons? There. Right. Yeah, they come off here. Get off. Like I said before, they're a bit tight, but we don't actually need to take them off because they're just going to be like that anyway. You put the guns, the two little guns go on the feet of the mastodon, the mammoth, like that, and then that can slot on. So I probably should put that where you can see it. It can slot on like that, and then click and click, and there we go. We have that, and I've not figured out exactly where pterodactyl is supposed to go here because the instructions say one thing, but there's not actually a bit for it. I think it might just. Not sure exactly because the instruction book's not very clear on where which way pterodactyl's supposed to go in here. Is it even? Yeah, it's just supposed to rest on top, I think, like that, and that's your tank mode. But as we know, that didn't stay like that. This was more of a transition for creating the actual Megazord. Drunken pterodactyl. Now, obviously, to get from here to Dragonzord to proper Megazord is very, very easy. We'll just take the mammoth head back off of there, put him down there for now, and we take the guns off of the feet of tank. Now, as we recognise, you remember the morphing sequence for Megazord in the TV show. The arms would turn round. The Zord stands up. Tail rests back in that way. Stand up. So he's now standing bipedal mech again. These two bits, these two guns, go on the back of the other 2 feet of the Mastodon section. So it's like, so the back now looks like that. And then there's the famous bit where the pterodactyl flies down. Everyone remembers this bit. Pterodactyl's flying down, and just before it fixes on, Tyranno head slots in just as he's landing on the chest to form like a chest shield. And then to finish, 1, 2. And then the robot voice would say, Megazord activated! And there'd be a lightning and shiz. And then down would come the sword. It either land on the ground and they pull it out, or you just catch it out of thin air like a mofo. But yeah, and then maybe once or twice in the entire series, they'd have the dragon, the mammoth shield as well. I don't recall that happening very often, but they needed to do something with the mammoth head other than having it pull an Optimus Prime and just disappear. So that's it so far. I'll just go and apply the stickers, and then we'll come back and have a look at it properly. Okay, so after putting all the stickers on, which was no short task, I've finally got the finished article here, and we can go back into it again. So let's put the head back on. Good thing I like is that the Mastodon already was almost complete. Just had to put on this one here, and the same on this side as well. Two little bits there, basically just to cover up screw holes. Just to give you a closer look. See, there we are. There. Triceratops was a bit more. The little bits on that side, the little motif there, the red sticker there, and the bit in there were all applied just now by me. Saber tiger, put your hands in the air like you just don't care. The silver and the little thread bit there. Same on the other side. The bit on his head there. The sticker on the gun. And this is a really fiddly gun to get. And the gold inside were also just added on there. So those are all there. Pterodactyl had 4 bits there. All the shiny looking bits there were all fun. And Tyrannosaurus had a good few to do. You'll probably not be able to notice the difference there. Front, the little bit there, and one there, and one there. And also, I don't ever remember this, but in his mouth as well. Nom 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 nom. I'm gonna eat you with in my head eyes. But yep, those were all put in. So let's put them back together again, and we'll have a look at the fully completed Megazord. Just do this quickly, and I will always, every time I forget, so I need to put, right. So, arms up first. Arms up. Saber. Saber is the right leg. Tricera is the left leg. Pull the tail down. And we take the mammoth we turn his legs like that. We fold it in. We fold it in again. And that's the completed, all ready to go on. Just clip, click, click. Now, does anyone remember what's missing? Don't remember what's missing yet so far, apart from the pterodactyl and the proper head? Anyone remember? That's right, it's the guns. There were a lot of times in Danger where they'd miss out a lot of steps in making it because they wanted to concern themselves with things like important things like plot, as opposed to just padding out the episode with the marketing of toys that Saban did in 1993, and there we go. So every episode of Power Rangers, you'd get the transformation sequence, just in the borderline illegal way of marketing toys, so that the kids knew exactly how to transform their toys. And there we go, one Megazord with all of his majestic "I'm going to kill all of you Rita's monsters" glory. Of course, in Kyoryu Sentai Zyuranger, this was only one part of the Daijujin, whereas in Power Rangers, this was Megazord, and then there was Dragonzord Battle Mode, which was obviously called Goryushin, and then there was also Zute Daijujin, which was the version where Dragonzord just sat on top, and then there was Ultimate Daijujin, which involved Titanus. Obviously, I don't have Dragonzord or Titanus yet. I don't think there is a release date for Titanus yet, and 30th of June for Dragonzord, but they will come in the future. I will be getting the Dragonzord to go with this, because my absolute favourite Zords of all time are the Thunder Zords from Season 2, but I don't know if or when they will ever release Legacy Thunder Zords. I really hope they do, because I love that Zord set. If it turns out they don't, oh well, I'll just buy the actual ones. But until I know for sure if anything's ever going to happen, I'll hold out for one day Legacy Thunder Zords, because those things were boss. And Tiger Zord is probably one of the most iconic things, because it belonged to Tommy when he became White Ranger. And yeah, it was really good stuff. I love the Thunder Zords, but I love this one too. But that said, I'm an old school fan of the original seasons, because that's what I grew up with as a kid. Nowadays I watch maybe In Space once in a while. I'm currently watching Super Mega Force because that's on, so I'm sort of liking the legendary Megazord slash Gokaiyo, as it's called in Gokaiger. It is a good looking Zord. I mean, Super Mega Force is a bit iffy at times, but Gokaiger's awesome. I love Gokaiger. But then, again, that harks back to my nostalgia adoration of anything nostalgic, as far as I'm concerned, is golden for me. So, yeah, I love this toy. Seriously, if you're a collector, buy this, because as expensive as it is now, I can imagine this is only going to go up in price over time. Keep hold of it. As ever, keep hold of all of your stuff. Keep hold of anything that old, because toys from the past just go up in value, and this is really well made, and I adore this. hopefully when Legacy Dragon Zord comes out, I see no reason why they shouldn't link up. I've seen pictures and the knees are just like Tyranno's knees, so it looks promising to be able to link up with this and become the various modes. I'll be quite disappointed if it doesn't. And then hopefully Titanic comes out. But that's all for now. Once again, I apologise wholeheartedly for the yawning all through this. I've been awake for far too many hours, and I'm just going to go and munch something and then go to sleep. But this is Blaster Dark Ren for now. Peace out. Later, guys.